Hello and welcome, students. Today we are going to be talking about, you guessed it, figurative language. Similes, oxymorons, idioms, personification, pun, onomatopoeia, and metaphor. Whew, that is a lot. What do you mean when you're asking me about figurative language? Well, whenever you describe something by comparing it to something else, you're using figurative language. You're a weasel. Does that mean I really became an animal? Well, what does that mean? It means that you're sneaky like a weasel. In figurative language, we use words in a very different way. Take a look at the first one with the owl and a graduation cap. I know that doesn't happen in real life, but if I say you're as wise as an owl, then that means you're very, very smart. And look at the next picture, walking on the cloud. That's going to mean he's on cloud 9. Have you ever heard anyone say this before? I can read you like a book. It doesn't mean that I have words on my arms or pictures or illustrations or diagrams or other text features. It means that however you're feeling or believing, it's pretty obvious and they know exactly what you're thinking. What about you're a firework? Does that mean that you really went up on the sky on 4th of July and you exploded? Yikes! No, you're a firework means that you have lots of energy and ideas. What a couch potato. I certainly hope you're not one of these. What does that mean, you're a couch potato? Yep, it means you're lazy. Or as brave as a lion. If you're as brave as a lion, that means that you are fearless. So there are many types of different figurative language. Today, we're going to talk about 2. The first one is similes. The second one is metaphors. Look at the first picture with the pig. What do you notice him doing? Yeah, I see him eating. He doesn't look like he's very neat or tidy. So I'm going to say he eats like a pig. If I'm using the word like or as, that's going to be a clue that I'm comparing 2 things. If you eat like a pig, it means you're a really messy eater. What about the metaphors? You're an angel. If someone says you're an angel, does that mean that you're messy like the pig? No, it means that you're very sweet and kind and helpful probably. So let's dive in deeper and look at similes. Similes are going to compare 2 things using the words like or as. Sometimes they make sense, but sometimes they can be a little tricky. Here's some examples. I've been working like a dog. Notice the word like is comparing how they're working and the dog, probably working very hard. As white as snow. Notice the word as in the middle of this sentence. They're comparing the color white like the brightness of the white in snow. Fight like cats and dogs. I hope you don't do this with your sibling. They're comparing how they fight with cats and dogs using the word like. As light as a feather. I see the word as 2 times, and it's going to indicate that it is not very heavy in weight. Free as a bird. If you can imagine a bird soaring in the sky, then you can imagine being free as a bird. Let's take a look at metaphors now. Metaphors also compare 2 things by saying one thing is another thing, but they don't use like or as. A simile uses like or as. A metaphor does not. Let's take a look. The cat is a shadow. My brother is a chicken. Maybe he went to a haunted house. Does it mean that your brother really became a chicken? Oh my goodness, no. It means that they're what? Afraid. The highway was a parking lot. Do we go on the freeway and just park our car? No. If the highway was a parking lot, that tells us that there is a lot of traffic. My teacher is a dragon. Gosh, I hope not. That sounds scary. So let's look. Is it a metaphor or a simile? Remember, similes compare 2 things using like or as. Metaphors compare things by saying one thing is the other. Metaphors do not use like or as. All the world's a stage. Do you think that that is a simile or a metaphor? The world is a stage. That is a metaphor. Does not have the words like or as. Let's look at this next picture. What do you see? The test was as difficult as nailing jelly to a tree. Do you see our key words there? I see the word as twice. What are they comparing? How hard the test was with nailing jelly to a tree? That picture was kind of hard to tell at first. You're right, that's a simile. Let's look at this picture. Do you know what this picture is? The best friends were like two peas in a pod. That means those best friends, they are super duper close. Is that a simile or a metaphor? That's right, it's a simile. What do you see in this picture? Ben's temper was a volcano. What are they comparing in the sentence? A temper and a volcano. Do you see our key words? Nope, it's a metaphor. Good job. So boys and girls, I hope you have done a wonderful job learning about similes and metaphors. I can't wait to see you comparing them in your writing and in your reading. Have a great day.